Today is the Lionsgate portal. We have reached the peak, the potency of the Lionsgate portal. It will end on August the 12th, but today, get ready for some activity. Our moon is in Libra today. That's really, really good. I'll tell you why here in a second. And we have a geostorm, of course, pushing all of the energy through. The Earth is aligned with the star Sirius, also called the star dog. This creates an energetic gateway between the two star systems. This is a very powerful stargate, very powerful portal. The Egyptians knew of the Lionsgate portal. They harnessed and traveled through this energy. Also, the Mayas and the Incas were also aware of this. This portal is all about, number one, intuition. This is about spiritual connection. Number two, it's about manifestation. So it's about that goal setting thing. And then number three, this is about personal growth and transformation. Let's talk about how to harness this energy, because number one, we want to do some meditation. We want to do some of that mindfulness. This is connecting with our inner self. Number two, let's go into some journaling, because in order to get anywhere with this Lionsgate portal, you really need to reflect on your goals and aspirations. So yeah, number two, journaling. Number three, that intention. We have to set intentions. You need to clearly define what you want to manifest. That's why I also suggest that journaling. Number four, go ahead and spend some time in nature today, because what we need to do is tether ourselves to the earth energy and use ourselves as a conduit space. Usually better to do it barefoot, whatever you want to do, however you need to do it, just get outside and into nature. And number five, practice that gratitude today, okay? Focus on what you're thankful for, because you're gonna get so much more here soon. Now let's talk about the angel number 888, because we all know right now that we're going through this 888 Lionsgate portal. This is the infinity symbol, about endless possibilities and potential. This is about making space for more things in your life. This is about listing your fears, releasing them. This is about making space for you and allowing the universe to go ahead and travel with those plans. So our sun, of course, is in Leo energy. Hello, Leos. Raise your hand if you're a Leo. Let me know in the comments. We love Leos in here. My birthday is August 20th, by the way. So this is about bringing a heightened energy and creativity. That's what Leos do. Leos are associated, number one, with leadership, with courage and creativity. Leo energy is going to be influencing everybody. This is expressing yourself boldly, expressing yourself creatively. This is about taking charge of your life. This is about prioritizing activities that give you joy. What makes you smile? Think about it for a second, okay? And generosity and compassion. This is really big, because you not only do you need to be your number one support system, but you can also provide the support for other people. Our moon is also in Libra today. This is a really good thing. Thank God. Okay, let me tell you why. Because it's about focus, and it's about focus on relationships, balance, and harmony. That is a good thing, guys. It is also about cooperation, diplomatic, socially oriented type of things during this lunar phase, which is a waxing crescent. There is a strong emphasis on fairness, equality, partnership. This is a good time to seek that compromise, especially if your relationships are kind of blowing up in your face or they're kind of non-existent. This is where you can find common ground, especially during this time with disagreements. So sort out anything that is not cohesive in your life. Now is the time to make that compromise, set those intentions, release it, let it go, and then carry on from there with that Leo energy today. This is the time when the seeds start growing roots, okay? So this is a really good time. This is when it starts to feel the surrounding areas around it. This is a call to action phase. You know how we were planning with the Virgo energy and going through our emotions with Cancer and Taurus and Gemini and all that fun stuff? Well, this is the first step. This is the baby step. We're getting called to action to do something about it. And Leo's pushing us the fuck through. Let me know how the Lionsgate portal is affecting you today. What are your goals? What's your ambition? What activities are you going to participate in that you fucking love? But let's get into the geomagnetic storm, because this is going to push this even further. It's going to intensify. Our solar activity reached high levels again with 4 M-class flares, and it's continuing up today. Here's a look at our sun. We have 9 sunspots on our sun today. Most of them are very active. We're going to take a look at a couple of these. We're going to look at 3772, 3774, 3777, 3780, 3772, and 3781 very quickly. But let's start over here on the Western Quadrant because we have a high probability of having an X-class flare, and I'll show you in all of the groups that we have coming up. 5% with this area, beta, delta, gamma range increasing in size, increasing in the number of sunspots, and a 5% proton level, but it's heading off of the western limb of our sun. Let's check out 3774. Now this region has went down in size, although it increased in the number of sunspots, and there's a ton of them. Also highly magnetically complex, beta, delta, and gamma range. It gave us a M1.8 solar flare and M4.5 solar flare. The first one gave us a type 2 radio blackout, several of those. The second one had a minor delta in its immediate spots, and it also has the CME associated with it, bringing in that geomagnetic storm. 10% chance of having an X-class flare from here. Another 5% for that solar radiation storm if we get into those proton levels, and we just have to keep a watch out on this region. Let's move on. 3777. Also a really big region. Grew in the number of sunspots, grew in the number of size, beta, delta, and gamma configuration. 10% chance of having an X-class flare, 5% proton level. Guys, we're getting into it here. This gave us an M5 solar flare, sent us into a type 2 radio blackout. The growth was more in these circular leads, and whenever we have these circular regions, they can create a lot larger of solar flares. So another region we really got to watch. But wait, there's more. 3780. Whoa, look at this one. This region is massive, by far the largest region that we have on the sun, the most magnetically complex, the most number of sunspots, and the highest percentage of an X-class flare. Also, the proton percentage with this. This is no joke. Our sun is going to explode. High probability with this one, guys. Next up, 3781. And right after that, 3782. Another high magnetic area. Okay, beta, delta, gamma range again went down in the number of sunspots. It's smaller in size, but we still have a % chance of having an X-class flare from here. Same with 3782. Although it has not gained a delta configuration yet, it has increased in the number of size and in the number of sunspots. And it's going to be turning on. We'll have quite a bit of time with this region. Same with the newer region that hasn't been numbered yet. But 5% chance of having an X-class flare from here. What the heck? Why? All of these regions on the Lionsgate portal, geez. Now, as these regions near this central meridian and continue moving west into a more geoeffective position over the next coming of days, we have that potential to increase in our proton flux due to the high percentage of those proton levels in those regions. So there is a slight chance of slipping into an S1 solar radiation storm due to that. And we also have a chance of having a minor enhancement in our electrons with that fast traveling solar wind speed with the geomagnetic storm from the 9th to the 10th, pushing us into the Lionsgate portal further. We have that M4.5 solar flare expected to arrive late on August 9th through the 10th. G2 moderate geomagnetic storm watch is issued. There is model guidance suggesting that it's going to be a quick arrival during the night hours, but they also stated that they have no clue. They also say we have two coronal holes that are forming and they are moving into the Western Hemisphere, which means it's going to have a direct connection here today, tomorrow, maybe the next day, which means the velocity is going to rise a lot quicker with our solar wind speeds on the 9th. This velocity set off from that M4.5 solar flare was around 864 kilometers per second, so it's going to be a very quick burst. So today we are going to have some quiet KP0 to KP2 levels, very, very quiet. Tomorrow it's definitely going to pick up with that velocity into those G2 moderate storm levels. Now we are going to see this persist tomorrow and the next day. We're going to see some auroras in some high latitude areas as well. Make sure you're hydrating with all of the portals that are opening and all of the energy that is just going to be slamming us. And then we had this happen, so we got to keep out for a lot of shit going on today. And remember, this 888 portal is all about balance and harmony with our moon in Libra. So make sure you're watching out for yourself, your relationships, and setting yourself up for success. Woo, this energy today is peaking. You are going to be energized. You're going to feel the ascension symptoms. I will be live later today, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you come into the room, say hey. See you there. Love ya.